Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the parts of the world. My name is Raymond, aka Array of Sunshine 21. Welcome to another edition of Array of Sunshine, Season 3, Episode 6. And on tonight's episode, we're going to end out the month of November with some positive stories. We got seven positive stories for this evening and three positive videos also included in tonight's episode, including the famous quotes. Um, Segment at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Got a good show tonight. Some heroics, some little bit of advice. I bought the Guru. If you have seen my episode about a couple weeks ago, there was a Buddhist um, guru that I had on for his messages during his how to meditate during the day and during the evening. And also one of the videos tonight will include him and I think the three stages of relationships is what he's going to talk about. So stay tuned for that. That is again on Positive Videos, and we got seven great stories as well. As you can see tonight, I am in a different location. Finally, set up something different over here. So more about that a little bit later on towards the end of the show. But till then, let's go ahead and get started with our first story for this evening. I thank you guys so much for watching. I always thank the replay viewers for watching as well. And as always, make sure to add me as the on your auto host to your channel, so everybody on Twitch can see the channel when I go live, and also share out to your social medias like Twitter, Facebook, and other social media sites as we try to spread this positivity for 2022, which is about to come to an end. Got one more month. That will be Thursdays, start of December. So can't believe we're almost one more month, and this will be the end of 2022. Very, very crazy, ain't it? Very, very crazy. Oh, Hattie, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome to the show. Welcome. This is your first time being here. My partner in crime on the mod team for the mental health hour. So good to see you in here. Good evening. Hopefully you had a great Monday. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our first story for tonight. We're going to start off with a heroic story tonight. Let's start it off. Um, so there you go. A Utah man jumps into an icy river to save a woman attempting suicide at the same spot where he first dated his wife. And this is from the Good News Network for November 20th of 2022. And let me go put there we go. Seems a little bit better now. Get the full scope of the story. A little bit of me down here in case y'all just want to look at me down here and reading. But um, oh, thank you, Hattie. I was sharing your stream out. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you sharing it out. Really do help out there and bring some people in here that probably need some good stories. Need some good stories rather than the bad stories. What Jim in Chicagoland says. um, take away the CNNs, the MSNBCs, the Fox News. Come on in here and get your positive stories. So I appreciate you, Hattie, so much for doing that. Um, so yes, our first story again tonight. Again, a Utah man jumps into an icy river to save a woman attempting suicide at the same spot where he first had dated his wife. So very interesting story to start reading here. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started. The first of seven stories this evening before we get to positive videos later on tonight. And let's go ahead and kick it off here. Here's the guy we're going to read about here. See how he saved this person from suicide, which is kind of good actually. Just saving someone's life. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, what a hero! Exactly, Hattie. All right, here we go. A Utah man's heroic decision to jump into a freezing river has saved a woman after she attempted to end her life on the morning of November 12th. Dane Incy and his wife were returning from a weekend getaway to celebrate their anniversary. They were crossing Johns Hole Bridge in Idaho Falls, Idaho. the very spot where the couple had their first date, when they came upon the scene of what would be another life altering moment. Quote, upon looking down from the bridge above, looking down at the boat ramp below, my wife noticed a car driving down the boat ramp and entering the water, the 36-year-old told Fox Weather. While his wife called 911, Dane jumped out of the car, climbed a barbed wire fence, and ran to the boat launch. He said he saw the car sinking into the Snake River, which is known for its dangerous undertow. But the woman emerged and he hollered to her, asking if she was okay. She then began swimming away from shore after telling Dane, I'm committing suicide and I don't want to live anymore. Dane told her, I don't know who you are, but I'm here and I love you and I'm going to help you. Um, while the river swallowed up her car, he quickly swam approximately 120 feet from the shore to pull the woman back to the bank, risking freezing water conditions and outdoor temperatures of 19 degrees. NC said the woman didn't have enough strength to resist him and wanted to be left alone, but he ignored her request. Quote, I knew we were out of time, he told the Fox Digital team. The first responders arrived to render aid and transported the patient to the hospital in stable condition for a mental health evaluation and additional assistance. They also pulled out the submerged car. Quote, we would like to express our gratitude to the Good Samaritan who risked their own life to save another, said the Idaho Falls Fire Department public information officer. We are incredibly thankful both parties were able to make it out of the freezing water. So there's the sheriff boat there, as you see there. As we continue on with the story, Dane said it caused him to appreciate the hardships others are going through and has since spoken to the woman's family who hopes to meet him soon. So that's an amazing story. And I always say this always in these heroic stories. Right place at the right time. This couple was just going, if I referred to the story correctly, anniversary. They were, I guess, celebrating their anniversary at the same spot, and just come upon to see a lady submerging herself in this car, trying to go into the water and just trying to drown herself. And Dane said, "This ain't going to happen." So, lucky for him, he was on that spot trying to save her life, and the rescue team came and helped them out. And without Dane, she could have lost her life. So Dane gave her another life, and hopefully, um, she will use that um, as a process of trying to get her life back together, saying um, what I did was not right, and also thanking Dane. Hopefully, Dane will meet up with this with the family, and hopefully with her, and hopefully she'll take a second chance at life and just just be like, hey, it was wrong for me to do it, and um, you know, hopefully she'll get some help as well. But again, right place at the right time for Dane to come in there and save her life. So, but a very good story to start out with. Again, a Utah man jumps into an icy river to save a woman attempting suicide at the same spot where he first dated his wife. And again, this is from the Good News Network for November 20th, 2022. And by the way, all of our stories, the positive stories tonight, is from the goodnewsnetwork.org. Make sure to tune in or go to the website, excuse me. You can also tune in and check out their great stories. Any stories that I don't cover on here, um, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of good stories as well from this week over there. Just too much to cover for a try to be 2 hour show I like to do here. So hopefully um, you guys check out goodnewsnetwork.org. It's a great website. And like this story here, our next story. Best friends win $1 million lottery and spread the wealth in hometown to help others. And this is from Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 21st of 2022. And let's get the comments here. Hattie says, Incredible. You never know when you are called to help another. So many are hurting, especially this time of year. Exactly. Exactly. This is the uh, holidays. The holidays are very trying, very very trying this year, especially if you're alone or you're going through something and all of that. But um, I will not speak of that. There's one show that will speak of that. So, but it is especially this time of year, and I think I talked about it last week. Got many people are that are fortunate, and got many people that are not, and we should worry about the people that are not, or alone, or anything else. We should just focus on them to make sure we have their holiday spirits in a good place. So, but good comment there, Hattie. Good comment. Yes, the holidays are a very, very, very trying time for some people. Um, so yes, let's. So back to our second story. Again, best friends win $1 million lottery and spread the wealth in hometown to help others. So let's go ahead and take a look. We got three best friends here. So let's go ahead and see what kind of wealth they have spread to their communities. Again, winning $1 million in a lottery. So here we go. I want to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll read the story. All right. Besties Joanne McQueen and Marissa Mercer won $1 million playing the lottery and immediately decided to keep the good vibes rolling by giving heaps and heaps of it away to the community. Let me put the story up so you can see their picture there. Um, Identifying several causes and charities in their hometown of Orilla in the Canadian province of Ontario to give fact checks to, local news reports it's making a huge difference. I think it's supposed to be anyway. All right. First of all, McQueen describes the moment that she scanned her ticket at the Lotto Max machine at her neighborhood Shoppers Drug Mart. There was no ring a ding ding. Indeed, there were no sounds at all. The screen simply reads $1 million in a free play. She recalls being stunned and that she began to shake. Quote, it was pretty cool, she remembers. They donated varying amounts to places that McQueen's brother, who died recently due to alcoholism, might have accessed during his life, which included Soldiers Memorial Hospital, the Orilla SPCA, and the Farley Foundation, an Ontario based charity that helps low income pet owners take care of their animals. They also donated to the Salvation Army, the Royal Canadian Legion Poppy Campaign in Orilla Mariposa House Hospice, the Comfy Cat Shelter, and the Sharing Place Food Center, which helps the economically disadvantaged get access to nutrient dense fruits and vegetables. Quote, they are completely focused on how can they help to make this community a better place through this win, Chris Peacock, executive director of the Sharing Place, told local news. Not many people win $1 million and have the core goal of spending it on others and improving this community. For the Comfy Cat Shelter, the $10,000 check they received was the fifth highest donation in this no kill shelter's history. Quote, it covers our vet bill for October and it gives us money for more spay and neuters, said shelter manager and founder Barb McLeod, who describes it as fantastic and bringing her to tears. Orilla Matters reports that the pair plan to split the remainder among their family and friends, as well as take care of some renovations. So that's awesome. Um, get to win $1 million out of nowhere, playing the lottery, and you're spreading that wealth to give to charities, give to causes. What do they say? They donated to um, that places that McQueen's brother um, might have access during his life, including the Soldiers Memorial Hospital, the Orilla SPCA, and the Farley Foundation. And also, they donated to the Salvation Army, the Royal Canadian Legion Poppy Campaign, the Mariposa House Hospice, and the Comfy Cat Shelter and the Sharing Place Food Center. So they donated a lot. The Queen did um, donated a lot um, to charity and giving the rest away um, to family and friends. So I'd say if you win the lottery, definitely do some good deeds. But we should be doing good deeds anyway every day. But because speaking of, since we had the Powerball, everybody's like, well, what will I do with one? I think the prize was about $1 billion, right? So if this person won a ticket, what would they do with $1 billion? And I'm pretty sure they would love to help people out with it, hopefully. Um, but um, if I want it, hell, I'll be helping people out, um, doing my own personal needs. But mostly, it's probably going to be helping people out because if you had a lot of money, that's what I would have done. So that's a good story. Good second story here. Best friends win $1 billion lottery, spread the wealth in a hotel to help others. And this is for Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 21st of 2022. As we get ready to go to story number three, and story number three, I thought of somebody. If Jim ever watches this program or probably on replay, um, he'll like this one. Oregon pardons 45,000 people of cannabis possession charges while forgiving $14 million in fines. And this is for Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 22nd of 2022, 11/22/22. Hattie says, what they gave away, I'm sure they got so much more in return. What a blessing. Yes, indeed. Um, I mean, they gave out to a lot to help their community out. And that's, again, that's an incredible um, accomplishment to do. Again, winning the lottery and got $1 million and probably more. I think she said there was a free play as well, so she might have got some more money. Um, and just giving it to charity. That's kind of that kind of matters, especially important charities like hospice or their army or the pet shelter, the no kill shelter. So very those are some very important places to give money to help them out, to continue on with their services and to provide for other people. So very important what she did there. So awesome charities to give to. So back to story three here again. Oregon pardons 45,000 people of cannabis possession charges while forgiving $14 million in fines. And this is from Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for 11/22/22. So if you guys are ready, this one's for Jim. So let's go ahead and get started with our third story for tonight here. And let me go ahead and hydrate a little bit as well while I'm at it. All right, so here we go. Um, Oregon Governor Kate Brown has announced she will be issuing pardons for 45,000 people that have been convicted of felony cannabis possessions in the state. All associated fines will also be wiped away, clearing more than $14 million in criminal charges. The state courts will now begin working to seal all possession charge records to assure those that have been convicted won't face economic or employment impediments. It's been several years since Oregon decriminalized simple possession of cannabis, yet many people continue to carry a felony charge on their record despite its current um, legality. Quote, no one deserves to be forever saddled with the impacts of a conviction for simple possession of marijuana, a crime that is no longer on the books in Oregon, Brown said in a press release. Um, Oregonans should never face housing insecurity, employment barriers, and educational obstacles as a result of doing something that is now completely legal and has been for years. The clemency comes weeks after President Biden issued presidential pardons for a few thousand possession charges that were held on the federal law books. The vast majority of such convictions, however, are done at the state level. Brown also expressed an interest in opening up Oregon to the import and exportation of cannabis to and from other states, A bold vision since cannabis is still classified by the federal government as a Schedule One drug. Um, the U.S. Constitution, continuing on, gives the federal government jurisdiction to regulate interstate commerce, and they would need to change the laws so cannabis produced in one state could be sold in another state, which is currently illegal, even if the plant has been deemed legal to possess and sell in both states. And the reason I bring this story up again, I thought about Jim and um, and probably this not type of cannabis, but a different one that helped his daughter out with the seizures and all of that. And um, it's amazing some states do allow it and some states don't, but um, they don't know that sometimes those cannabis can be medical and help people out with any situation they're going through mentally or um, might be a physical thing. Um, so cannabis is helping some people out, especially medical cannabis. We'll talk about that. Can help people out. Um, but this is awesome. You know, she got rid of people's convictions and the fines was something again that's supposed to be legal in their states, and they're still carrying the charges with them. So something that's supposed to be legal and they still have the charges. Definitely should have to drop the charges on that. Um, but yeah, medical medical wise, if it's a medical thing, that should be allowed because again, um, it helps people out. It really does help people out. So kudos to the governor there for wiping out those pardons. Well, giving the pardons, excuse me, also wiping out the fines. So our third story, Oregon pardons 45,000 people of cannabis possession charges while forgiving $14 million in fines. This is from Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 22nd, 2022. As we get ready to go to story number 4 of 7 tonight. And don't forget, later on tonight, after our series, we got 3 positive videos, and kind of the first 2 are connected. I did mention again earlier at the show about the got the Buddha guy back to talk about 3 types of relationships. And then the next video will have a connection to that. And then also the last video will do the famous quote segment. So stay tuned for that. So story number 4 of tonight, the first 3D printed neighborhood is providing 100 sturdy, affordable solar homes near Austin for 400,000 plus. This is from Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 23rd of 2022. Let's get to the comments there. And yeah, Jim. It's been amazing for Jim's stuff. Yeah, it has. It has. Like I said, I thought about him. I said, if he rushed the replay, he'll like this story. I thought about him. I said, I'll go ahead and put the story out there. But he's also an advocate. He's trying to get cannabis legal. He got it legalized in Illinois. That's a big step. Um, at least the medical part, the medical for the kids there. Um, but he's trying to him and Marino are on a mission trying to get that legalized in every state. So I think that's their next goal. So hopefully we'll continue on to see how the success of that goes. But um, amazing story there. So any positive hope on that one. Hopefully he'll look at that and say, hey, Oregon cannabis is legal there, and she just wiped away all of this stuff. So um, hopefully, if he's watching it on replay, that'll be something good to for him to read there. All right. So again, story 4: the first 3D printed neighborhood is providing 100 sturdy, affordable solar homes in Austin for 400,000 plus. And I think I bought this back up during the summer with all these 3D printed housings, and I was looking at them. They only showed snippets of previews on them, and it looks like real houses, like literally real houses. And this story, I think there's much more pictures and seeing these 3D houses than the original stories that I brought back in the summer. So I really like bringing these stories up with these 3D homes because this could be the future. Uh, 3D homes, they're a little bit pricey now, but I'm pretty sure um, later on they will be affordable. So, but I just like to see what it's like inside of these 3D homes, and I think others do as well because it's very amazing to see people printing 3D houses now and making them livable. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started with our fourth story of tonight. So there's maybe a rendering of the neighborhood. It could be the real neighborhood. So we'll see. All right, here we go. Out in Austin, a 3D printed neighborhood is taking shape where 100 homes are being simultaneously made to start next year for around 30% less than comparably sized homes. So they're a little bit cheaper. Um, they will be built between 2 and 4 bedrooms into much higher codes. And in addition, will include solar paneled roofs. So that's awesome, solar panel roofs. Um, Linear, one of the nation's largest home builders, will be partnering with Icon, a 3D printing firm, to create what they've termed the Genesis Collection. Linear was an earlier investor in Icon, which they saw as having the potential to bring down construction costs significantly. Icon's machines are fully automated, and each building needs the attention of just 3 workmen. The printing can go on 24 hours a day, and the firm says they can print the entire wall system with electrical, plumbing, and ventilation at around a third of what a normal team of builders would need. All of this contributes to both low costs and time frame. So we got a picture here. I think this they're building them here. Um, Icon 3D printed homes being printed on site for Wolf Ranch community in Texas. So they're being printed right now on this picture here. And get to Hattie's comment there. Yeah, the whole house is 3D made. That's a huge printer. Yeah, you are seeing it on that picture right now. What it looks like. That's amazing. Continuing on with the quote down below. This is the first 100 homes, but we expect to be able to bring this to scale. And at scale, we really bring cycle times down and we also bring costs down. Stuart Miller, executive chairman of Linear, told NBC. A floor plan is loaded into the building OS on a computer, after which layer upon layer of cement is squeezed out like toothpaste to make the walls, leaving holes for all the necessary utilities. So that's amazing. So this is, I think, the kitchen and dining room, if I'm not mistaken, on this picture. So this is a linear 3 bedroom home interior, 3D. That's amazing. Continuing on, reporting on the builds, NBC staff described the uh, preparity mixture of cement as appearing like taffy and having a texture like cement corduroy. More energy efficient than wood, they are also far sturdier homes and are about 4 times above the regulatory code for resistance to various elements like wind and water. Expected to be available for reservations by next year in the first entirely 3D printed community, the lack of strong commodity pricing means that even a mortgage rates rise in conjunction with inflation and housing prices. Linear hopes to keep them priced at around 400K. And we're going to have a video here. I guess this is the probably the interview of the 3D printed homes and how they work. Hattie says, "Wow, that's crazy. Wonder how they would hold up during storms." I think you, I think we probably read about that. So I think they say they could hold up in fire and water. But that's a good question, though. We have to really see if storage comes. Um, how will it hold up? They're trying to say, hey, water or fire, the house will hold up. So we'll see. And the price is not bad. I mean, 400K during an inflation time. That's probably is not bad. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and take the
These are the massive 3D printers, which are literally doing the job of more than a dozen construction workers. As I said, we've seen one-offs before on 3D printed homes, but never anything like this.
They're squeezing out homes at a rate of 1 every 2 weeks. 3D printed homes in the first ever full-scale 3D community from a national home builder, Lennar.
I mean, the first 100 homes, but we expect to be able to bring this to scale, and that scale will really bring cycle times down, also bring costs down.
Lennar is partnering with Icon, which has printed a half dozen homes here in Texas and in Mexico, but nothing like this.
This system is designed to operate 24 hours a day so that as you look out at the whole community, this is a factory. It's a portable factory that we brought here with a fleet of printers.
To build 100 homes range from 1,500 to 2,100 square feet and starting in the mid-$400,000 range.
We select the print job that we want. We press print.
And right now, it only takes about 3 people per home to build the wall systems that include mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. And as the technology improves,
I think the sort of holy grail is where one person can watch a dozen systems.
So not only is it incredibly efficient to build these, they are incredibly sturdy because they're made out of solid concrete, them weather resilient, wind resistant, water resistant, termite resistant, mold resistant. And everybody asks me, Brian, what does it feel like? It feels like concrete corduroy, but you can literally tell the printer to do anything you want, whether it's the kitchen island or where to put the outlets. You just put it into the laptop and it prints what you want. So I have to say, I do think what they're doing here on this scale could be construction of the future. Brian?
Really cool. I mean, it kind of looks like taffy, like you're living in a taffy home, but I guess it's stronger than that. We've been talking about inflation all day, Diana, so I'm sorry to throw this on you. Is there an inflationary aspect to this? I mean, I imagine those materials are pretty commodity price sensitive.
Well, absolutely. Look, it's cement and concrete, and so it's going to be cheaper in the building process, anywhere from 10 to 30 times cheaper. Now, these homes are starting in the mid $400,000 range, anywhere 3 to 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. They are more expensive because Lennar is putting all kinds of high-end fixtures into them, solar on the roof. They're going to do high-end cabinets, but a home like this could be anywhere from 10 to 30% cheaper than a comparable constructed home. And on the labor side, of course, you're doing it 2 to 3 times faster with really just 2 or 3 guys on each home.
Wow, that is something else, and the future is here. Diana Olick, very cool.
It is.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, still ahead. Lots more on this massive market rally. What names are best set to ride this?
Okay, and then we'll probably lost the stock market on the next one. But yeah, let me get to your comment. Sorry, Naomi. So yeah, like could have them in Florida with the hurricanes. Exactly. And by the way, I think I read a story one time when y'all had the last hurricane y'all had, not the Nicole, the other one. I think it was Ian, if I remember the name correctly. And think I read a story once that they had one neighborhood where nothing happened. Nothing happened. The homes were okay and everything. I think it was more of like solar homes. I think. I think there were like solar homes or something that they created, but the storm did not do no damage to that whole neighborhood during that bad storm that came um, uh, at the beginning of summer. So that's kind of amazing what they did there. So some of these specialized homes in neighborhoods are coming up. These future of these homes are coming up. I work for an electrical construction company. It is so hard to find skilled workers these days. This would really fill the void. It would. It would. Just like he said, the buildings are made of concrete, and it can withstand any weather. We got the answer on that. So if a hurricane hits there, the homes are going to stay. Um, Nothing's not going to get blown off or nothing. And like Story said, it can withstand water and fire. With concrete, I think it could withstand water and fire. With concrete, pretty much that home's not going down. Pretty much. So it's a very good investment. I say if people are signing up for it, it'll probably be a very, very good investment to have on a home there. Um, let's see. First thing I thought of were the Pueblo Indians homes when I saw the 3D walls. Yeah, with the little ridges there. I thought those ridges that didn't look too bad with the wall there, but um, amazing stuff. And like the guy said, the future's here. The future's here. So now I got more in depth to what these 3D homes will look like, and I'm pretty sure once these get built, these are very fast. Like they said, seems like 2 or 3 times more manpower um, than just doing it like brick by brick. They just print the stuff out and bam, there's your house. So and on a faster time scale. So Hattie, you're right. It will definitely help out in the near future. Think about all the homes that could be built in like matter of I can't say days, but maybe a month. I don't want to put the S on there, but it could be a month, depending on what neighborhood they want to create. So, um, so I'm definitely posting this on the Discord. For people that want, this is the story. Now you get more in depth of what these 3D printed homes will be like, and also in this community, probably for a good affordable price that will probably will last them for years. So, um, what a great story that is! Great story that is. The first 3D printed neighborhood is providing 130 affordable solar homes in Austin for 400K plus. And this is for Andy Corbally of the Good News Network for November 23rd of 2022. A very good story there. 3D printed homes in the future and with a solar roof. I did talk about solar panels and stuff as well. Very, very good home, pretty much. Um, very good homes there. Let's go ahead to our next story. A great grandfather dubbed Super Mario joining gym in retirement and still pumps iron at 94. Look at him go. This is from the Good News Network for November 24th of 2022. Um, and Hattie says, with 3D printing, there really is no limit. It's not. Really is no limit to it. Like all the homes that were destroyed in Fort Myers, rebuilding would take a fraction of a time. Yeah, just seeing all those beach homes. Um, just looking at it, when I looked at the path of that storm, and then they showed examples of where it's going to hit. Just seeing all those homes near the water, I'm like, man. But imagine if they had 3D homes there. I'm pretty sure most of those homes would stay. Now it might get flooded out, but um, it'll probably still hold its ground, probably. So it's interesting, like you said in the previous comments. It's interesting to see how this thing does when a hurricane hits. And Austin, Texas, doesn't get much of hurricanes, but hopefully the next plan is maybe do the 3D homes in Florida somewhere. Somewhere is like, hey, let's go ahead and really test out the weather. Let's like Florida, or even here in North Carolina, we don't get much hurricanes. We might get 1 or 2 random sporadic major hurricanes here. Whenever it comes, hopefully it doesn't come, but it happens. Just somewhere near the south here, where where it's hurricane season, and um, just to test it out and see can it withstand, you know, those storms. So something interesting they should look at after they're done with that project. Hopefully they'll build up, say, around the Gulf Coast and probably the Eastern Seaboard. So something they should invest and look at that. I think that would be very interesting. And even tornadoes. So the Midwest, They can have those homes. So um, pretty much the South and the Midwest. Thank you for bringing up tornadoes. Yeah, the Midwest. So those are some major projects they should do for those 3D homes. See how it will withstand like a natural catastrophe, and hopefully they will withstand, and and everything will be all right. So um, interesting. So we'll see where they're going to take the projects next. But um, I like that story. That's a very very talkative story as well to get you in the conversation as well. Just talking about the future of houses, homes, buildings, could be offices, and all of that. It's just amazing. All right, so let's go back to this story here. Again, a great grandfather dubbed Super Mario joined a gym in retirement and still pumps iron at 94. Look at him go. Look at him. He's still got those pumping the irons and everything. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. A 94-year-old retiree still hits the gym twice a week to fit in a 2-hour workout and has no plans to stop. Super Mario Santa considers the gym a second home, and the gym rats they're his second family. The former railway engineer said his job laying train tracks kept him in a good shape, but he fell in love with the gym when started going to stay fit post-retirement. That was 30 years ago. His normal, rigorous workout routine includes exercise bikes, rowing machines, leg presses, and bicep curls, but he's not beyond a Pilates class. Quote, I use everything the gym supplies, any type of machinery from spinning classes to lifting weights and going on the walking machine, said Santa. In my opinion, the body needs to be moving. I probably keep moving even when I'm asleep. It's a machine itself. If you leave it idle, it begins to deteriorate. That's a good quote. I like that. If the name didn't give it away, Santa began working for British Rail in 1954 after arriving in the UK from Sardinia, Italy, 2 years earlier. Um, and during those early days, the physical extortion he needed to shift heavy tracks around had been enough to keep him in top shape. When Mario finally downed his tools in the early 1990s, he recognized he needed a new way to stay fit and got his first gym membership. Only an eye condition prevents him from driving to the gym as frequently as he'd like. He's hoping to return more regularly after an operation, but for now, a friend picks him up on Friday and Monday. Quote, I work every Sunday because I was getting married and I needed a lot of money at the time, he recalls. It was very manual work all the time. I always think I need to stretch my legs as they're carrying the rest of my body. And that's one thing I'll treat as the number one, he said, detailing his normal routine. Then I'll do the other parts of the body from legs to the arms. Um, Continuing on, I also do Pilates and anything that helps me to be physically more fit than I am now. I'll also lift a 25-kilogram bar and I go on the cables. I'll normally spend between 1 and 2 hours at the gym. But if the coffee machine is working, I might stay 2.5 hours. That's very committed. He's very committed. In America, there's a shifting focus in senior healthcare away from cardiovascular exercise like brisk walking or swimming and towards weightlifting, which can not only evaluate your heart rate like an exercising bike, but helps maintain bone density and fight off muscle atrophy. Um, Mario said he regards the friends he's made at the gym as a family and recently celebrated his 94th birthday with a group of them. Quote, they all wish to see you all the time. It's like a family, he said. For my birthday, they had a party, and this is the place. They celebrated here. Mario said he was the oldest person that uses his gym, but recommended other oldies give it a try if they want to keep in shape. Quote, I think I'm the oldest one. I can recommend it to anybody to do it, especially if they're on their own, to come out of their house and do something. So we're going to take a look at Mario here. probably in action at the gym here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. So there's my work at the gym there, and again, I think I'll bring up the comment Naomi had here. Such an inspiration. My grandma used to say age is just a number. And he probably feels like he's 50 exactly. And this is the first story I've done with a senior that's going to the gym, and he's a male. My previous stories I did two, in fact, probably during season 2 of the show, and they were females. They were female bodybuilders, grandmothers, doing the lifting and all of that. So, I mean, this is like the third one I've done, but you'd be amazed there are also females in good shape at around 70 or 80ish, still go to the gym and work out, or something happened to them in their past life and they decided to go to the gym, and now they feel better and they're more in shape. So it's amazing to see the elders go into gym. And again, age is just a number. He might be 94, but like I said, he could feel like 50, and he doesn't even look 94. Just looking at doing all of those exercises. So it's kind of amazing. Hope he keeps up the good work. He looks great, by the way. So hopefully he keeps up the good work. I'm very, very proud of Super Mario there. So great grandfather dubbed Super Mario joined a gym in retirement and still pumps iron at 94. And this is from the Good News Network for November 24th of 2022. As we go on to story number 6 of 7 tonight, and sometimes I like to put a little show for anybody interested living somewhere else and seeing more touristic side of things in the world. Historic Italian town will pay you $30,000 to move there, near turquoise seas and oliver-clad hills. And this is from Andy Corbley at the Good News Network from November 25th of 2022. $30,000. $30,000. They'll pay you $30,000 to move to their town. Very amazing. Let's see. Hattie says bone density is a big issue for older women. So if working out helps, then keep it up. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, in case anybody missed I think one of them was from season 2 of the show, and I think one of them was when I had the summer show. I think with the grandmothers there. But um, look back at the Discord if you are on my Discord and check those past stories. Very amazing um, stories I've done with the those two stories. They're very amazing, and they both had their own separate stories. I think one was battling weight problems, and she just decided to cut down, and she just went to the gym every day, and now she's like she can go for for being an athlete. I think the other one was trying to be an athlete as well, or what is probably is still is. I think if I can recall that story, and she was trying to be the oldest person to lift weights and all of that in a competition. So um, again, amazing stories, and now Mario there just lifting weights and continuing doing what he does. Very amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this story here again. $30,000 to move to an Italian town where there's turquoise seas and all of that. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what they have to offer. So here we go. Um, Last year, GNN reported that many towns across Italy were selling houses for $1 in order to stem the tide of migration to the major cities. $1. I missed that story. Um, Now in Puglia, the region of Italy's heel, the town of Precis is doing one better. It will pay you $30,000 to move there. In this picturesque and near the sea town, historic houses can go for as little as $25,000, and the government hopes that new arrivals can perk up the town's social side and business offerings. Quote, there are many empty homes in the historical center built before 1991, which we would like to see alive again with new residents, local councilor Alfredo Plazzi tells CNN. It is a pity witnessing how our old districts full of history, wonderful architecture, and art are slowly empty. Okay. I was like, God, I gotta get through these hard words, but no, it's not hard. It's just pronounced the same. Anyway, Persist was founded as a collection of villages that spread out around an old Saracen fortress. The city grew thanks to the wealth of a renowned olive harvest, which the Priscus turned into oil largely through a series of 23 underground chambers dug into the rock under their homes. In the dim light, they would employ a donkey to turn a stone mill and grind the olives into oil, a trade which created a rural um, aristocracy that poured money into the decorative chapels and frescoed plazas in the city. So, like we got a landmark here. Um, this is Saint Andrea, Saint Andrea di Precis, Italy. So one of the buildings in that city there. As we continue on, nearby are the rocky hills of Puglia, dotted with medieval ruins, rugged hiking paths, and Byzantine crypts, as well as underground shelters meant for hiding from pirates. Recently, in order to secure more financial and governmental support for the town, it merged with nearby Aqua, Aquarecia to become Priscus Aquarecia. This is someone new to the town. Hopefully, they have a great tongue twister with that. Priscus Aquarecia. And the expanded size increased the amount of funds the municipality has to finance these sorts of restorative projects to about 1 million, I want to say 1 million euro per year. I think that's the euro symbol. Quote, we will be offering up to 30,000 euros to people willing to move here and buy one of these abandoned dwellings, Alfredo says. The total funding will be split in two. It will go partly into buying an old home and partly into restyling it if needed. As well as it sounds that towns like Princess or others in the one Euro house project are being abandoned, one must reason it's the case that if you grow up in these historic towns, it loses its charm over the years. So I think we're going to take a look at maybe the town of Princess here. We'll take a look at this and see how it goes. Before we get that, let's get to the Hattie says, wonder if there is a catch where you have stomp grapes to make wine. Actually, I'll take that. If I have stomp grape to make some wines, why not? I'll become Lucy and Ethel. Why not? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the video. Short video. Saw a little snippet there of probably the town of Presses there, and again, um, they're offering up to 30,000 euros, and the funding will be split into. It will go partly into buying an old home and partly into restyling it if needed. So pretty much not a bad deal just to get people in and be lively and have the town lived up again, and also create the home as their own as well with this funding here. So not bad, not bad. And at the end there, you saw what you get a little bit from the town, day and night life. So and you're also around the water as well. So I would take that if I'm around the water, like near a beach or something. I'll take that. So probably be peace and quiet, and also you get the more of the historical aspect of the town as well. So kind of not bad there. So story 6: historic Italian town will pay you 30,000 to move there near turquoise seas and olive clad hills. And this is from Andy Corley of the Good News Network for November 25th of 2022. As we will get to our last story for tonight, and you know what, this is will tie into what we'll probably have a conversation for in the mental health hour this Wednesday. So I thought this will be a good little tie-in to maybe a little preview of probably what we'll see Wednesday night, probably. Two-thirds will tell people they're fine over the holidays, even when they're not. Here are 12 better responses. And this is from the Good News Network for November 26th of 2022. This is our last positive stories for this evening before we get to videos. So let's go ahead and get started because this is kind of a little bit of a tie-in, I would say. Before that, let's get to Hattie's comment here. So many historical places around the world are suffering because people move to the city. It's great Italy is trying to save their history. Exactly. Um, exactly. And and it's amazing to see these towns, these cities. They're just offering people, even during the pandemic. Trying to get myself back up here. The pandemic, um, where it's like, hey, you want to come live? I mean, remote work. Leave, work remotely from here. We'll pay you and all of that. They have done it here in the States, but also around the world, as you see here. So people, then they're still doing that now. And this all started during the pandemic. So I guess trying to get people, invested to move somewhere, much more quiet place, more history driven, stuff like that. So kind of not a bad idea for what these governments are doing to them out, um, help them out, um, to bring some liveliness back to their towns. And yeah, it will. Yes, this will be tied to Wednesday's show. So I love to get little snippets of stories that I find. Amazingly, I saw this one. Um, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Again, this is the last pile of stories for tonight before we get to videos. So let's go ahead and get started. A poll of 2,000 adults found that 2/3 will tell friends and family they are fine over the holiday period, even when they're not. Half of the respondents believe others don't want to hear about their troubles because it dampens the mood, so they keep the conversation lighthearted. But the study, commissioned by British snack food company Walkers to shine a light on the benefits of opening up and talking more, found that 87% confessed to just saying they're fine on autopilot without even thinking about how they actually feel. Walkers and Comic Relief teamed up with TV and radio presenter and mental well-being campaigner Roman Camp to inspire people to open up and talk more, challenging them to give up the F word. It says fine, but I mean it's probably for something else. To support their mental well-being. Quote: As someone who has been open about their own battle with mental health and seeing firsthand the devastating consequences of people following up their feelings, this is a campaign very close to my heart, said Kemp. So I'm hoping that through this campaign, we can help open up the conversation surrounding mental well-being and get people having open and honest conversations about how they're really feeling. Um, let's stop saying we're fine because we think it's polite or because we think it's what the other person wants to hear. Kemp believes that most of the time, if a friend or family member is asking, they really do care and generally want to know. Three of the top reasons why people use the autopilot I'm fine response instead of telling the truth are not wanting to bring other people down, not knowing how people are going to deal with your emotions, and being afraid of feeling uncomfortable. Um, Philippa Pennington from Walkers, which has donated £2 million to Comic Relief for mental well-being projects, said the message of our Christmas campaign that it can actually help to open up and talk about your feelings. It's so important. We hope to be able to encourage people to talk a little more. The survey carried out by one poll also found that people don't want to go into detail about how they're feeling. However, while 1/4 of those surveyed don't believe people generally want to know how you're doing, half of the respondents claim they do generally want people to tell them how they're feeling. Samir Patel, CEO of Comic Relief, suggests an icebreaker. Humor can be a great way to help start conversations that can sometimes be difficult. So here are 12 responses that might open up conversations. Can't complain, I have tried, but no one listens. Not bad, could be better though. I have a pulse, so that's good. How do you think I am doing? I don't feel great, but my hair looks amazing. I am doing well, but that could be my antidepressant speaking. Things are fine when you're around. Fair to partly cloudy. You go first, then we can compare. Not quite there yet. Do you want the short or the detailed version? I'm under renovation. Those are some 12 ones that would get you to open up conversations there, which I, knowing me, I probably heard about half of them when people are doing so. So this is a very important article, and I'll probably, if I could, I'll probably post it on the Discord on the mental health hour as well. They want a little preview of maybe what we'll see Wednesday. But yeah, how are you really? How are you really during the holidays? And like I said earlier, um, people might be going through some stuff during the holidays, and especially now here in the states where I think over the Thanksgiving week, it just been like tragedy over tragedy over tragedy over tragedy before Thanksgiving, and just think about those families now, what they have to go through. How are they feeling now that they lost someone? All of that, um, and other things. So, um, really good questions here to look at, and as we try to help people get through that holiday hump, make them feel like, hey, you matter, we care, we want you to be happy for the holidays. Something to think about. Something to think about there, and trying to help others out during the holidays to make their holidays a little bit bright. So last story for tonight before we get to videos. 2/3 will tell people they're fine over the holidays, even when they're not. And this is from the Good News Network for November 26th of 2022. As Frank is in the room, and I'm going to get ready to start the videos here in a second. Which, by the way, let me go ahead and mute this real quick because ads will come up first. These are on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and go to our Buddhist monk video first before that. And we're going to go ahead and get the comments real quick. Ba, 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 ba. So hang with me for a second there. So I knew these ads will pop up. Skip. And it will fast forward because I took a preview of the thing, never or went back. Come on. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Now we're back. So hopefully those 12 responses will be something that we can look at here. Okay, wait a minute. All right. Okay, let's get to all the because I know Frank always has like 5 million comments. Hattie says also ties into your first story with the guy saving the lady from suicide. Exactly. Exactly. There's gonna be a lot of ties in these stories. I think I didn't know about that the suicide. That's amazing. I did the suicide first, and then the last story would be about the 12 things. I didn't think about that. I did think about the videos though with the tie-ins coming up here, but um, I didn't think the beginning story, the last story, would have a tie-in, which it really does actually. Frank says he has a pulse. That's good. He's alive. He feels great. That's good. Uh, things are great when you're around, right? Or you're wait, what? Okay. Anyway, tomorrow morning better be there or block. I got to work tomorrow, but I'll try to be there. I'm bad. You're missing Bob on who's Bob? Bob and drunk guy. I don't know who Bob and drunk guy here. Nice haircut. Thank you for the hair. Thank you. I got it done today. And Frank shouting himself out. And thank you for shouting Hattie out as well. Uh, Hattie says you might want to share this story for Wednesday shows. Those 12. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna put it on the Discord, but I will share that out on the Discord as well for Wednesday. If they want to take a look at that story. And he says, wait a minute. Okay, anyway, I think I'm caught up. All right. Frank's just being like, whatever. If someone would use those 12 responses with Lady, maybe she would not have tried to commit suicide. Exactly. Those 12, yeah, those 12 responses. If someone would have thought about it or before she started it, yeah, really would have want to cause her to do that with the car and try to drown herself. So it's very important now, since I read that. Those are the very important 12 statements we have to pay attention to in order to help people out and see what's going on with them, or how can we solve it for them, or what do we need to do, something like that, to at least to help them out and know that they're loved and they're cared. So, all right. So now we're on our positive videos time here, and again, I got 3 videos. These first 2 are connected, and I'm bringing back the Buddhist monk here that I think people enjoyed couple weeks ago with his meditation philosophy here. So he has a different video, 3 helpful relationships. This one thing here, 3 helpful relationships to have. So these are very, very good. Good. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, we got two. Oh, Duke's in here. Hey, Duke. So I got 2 hydrates and I got a little bit of water. So I'm gonna do Duke's and then I'm gonna come back, Frank. I'm gonna bring another bottle of water or something, and we'll do your hydrate. All right. So this is Duke's hydrate. I'll do half for Frank. No, I will Frank a half as well. All right. So, but thank you for the hydrates, guys. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, the 12 things I'm gonna put on the mental health hour Discord as well. All right. Hydrate, bro. Get more water. And yeah, I shouldn't even put that on there, but it's whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the 3 different helpful relationships for the monk here, and I will be back to fulfill the hydrate for for Frank. I got so carried out of the way to roll the comments, and I didn't check before that. But congratulations, Frank, you succeeded. Congratulations. All right, let me get started. I blame you, Frank. I had the thing on mute. Sorry. On my studio here. All right, I'm gonna restart it again. All right.
Good evening,
But I got your
everyone,
hydrate.
all the way from Chiang Mai, Thailand. Today, I wanted to make a video to help anyone out there who is on the path of improving oneself. If you are trying to change your habits, if you're trying to be more happy, to let go of the past, to improve yourself spiritually, I wanted to
Hey
create
Tim, how
some
you doing? Hopefully you
resources
have a great
to
Monday. So good to
uh,
see you in
support
here.
you along this journey. Because when we're trying to fix things that are not currently working in our lives, journey is challenging. And this journey is difficult. So the more tools and resources that we have that we can put into your toolbox, the more helpful it can be. But here are 3 tips that can be helpful to supporting your journey. Good friends. This is the first thing I encourage people to seek out as you are on the path to improving yourself. The thing that always catches my attention, that stands out to me in the teachings, is really when there was a story of a disciple asking the Buddha directly. And his question was, on this spiritual path, is having good spiritual friendships 50% of this path? And the answer was no, it's not 50% of the path, but it's 100%. 100% of this path. And for me, I wanted to remind everyone out there how important it is to have these good friends. Like I said, this journey will come with so many challenges and so many obstacles. Internally, externally, everything will be thrown at you to get you off this path. Some of the things can be your motivation. I know for myself, even living in the monastery, even training myself full time in this spiritual path, it is not easy. And there are days where it's just great and it's peaceful and it's amazing. But then there's also days where it's just challenging, where you're not motivated, your old habits, your old ways of thinking, speaking, and behaving. What happens? And what happens is that it starts to creep in. Then slowly, somewhere along the line, you'll have weekdays where the logic will kick in. And you know what? Today, I feel like I don't need to participate. You know? And this is where then the excuses come in. We start to play little mind games with ourselves. We start to use excuses and justification. And you know what? That's fine. I don't need to pay attention to this area of my life. I don't need to follow through because I had a rough day, because I'm not motivated, because I'm tired, because I'm lazy, and the list goes on and on. And for me, this is normal and it is common. And these traps will always be there. But if we know that these traps will be there, will continue to be there, then what is the protector in all of this? And the protector is you need good friends. You need those people who will continue to push you firmly and also compassionately and gently. People who can use wisdom, that knows how to talk to you and get you back on track, push you, inspire you, motivate you, lead by example with their own lives, and be partners and go on this journey parallel on that same path. And for me, I feel so lucky because I have my brother monks, one of the closest brother monk that I have, who gets to do the work with me on a daily basis, who, when I travel, gets to go with me. And we always help to process, help to support one another. And that is Luang Pi Michael. If you haven't met him, then if you're in Pape or anywhere we come to the different places around the world, I hope you get a chance to meet him. But these are the types of friends where they help you, you help them, and on equal ground, we make this commitment where we're gonna go and support one another to encourage each other to do wholesome things. This is key. And when we talk about doing good things, it really is coming back to things that are wholesome. Make sure your speech is wholesome. Make sure your actions are wholesome, your thoughts are wholesome, and things that will continue to benefit you. We'll get into more details of what it takes to be good friends, but for now, I would start with the opposite. And the opposite is look at who are not good friends. And we know what that looks like. Those are the ones who are not helping you to getting you to reach your goals. Those who are not supportive, those who do not encourage you, but actually get you off the track and derail you. So on this path of improving oneself, find good friends. Find them through communities, find them through having like interests, and maybe there's a group or an environment where you can start to meet them. But this is so critical And I just wanted to give you this gentle reminder of having acquaintances, having peers, having these people, one another. Again, let's walk this path together. Teachers and mentors. This can expand because on this path, we need people that can guide us. These can expand to guides, this can expand to therapists and counselors and people on your AA meetings. But when I'm talking about mentors and teachers, is those who are on a different level, who have been on that path before, that can help to point you along this path. They can teach you some of the steps. They can teach you some of the downfall. They can work with you on a one-on-one basis to help you to start to see things that you may not have seen or you're not even aware of. But in the monastery, for us, I feel so fortunate because we always have access to our mentors. Our mentors in the monastery are those monks who came before us. They teach us all the basic things of even how do you dress? How do we eat properly? How do we view issues when they come up for us? How do we look at solutions? Where do we go to even find solutions? Please point me in that way. Point me to resources, share some of your personal experiences with me, but these are those people who can, again, be a teacher that can support you. And also, along with our mentors, for us, we have access to teaching monks. These teaching monks that we have access to have been in monkhood for over a decade, over 2 decades, some over 3 decades, and they're teaching us on a daily, weekly, monthly basis just wisdom that can help to support us, wisdom that can supplement our daily lives, but it's just wonderful to have. So in whatever context that you're in, if you're not in the monastery and if you're in the regular lay life, no problem. But find teachers, guides, counselors, sponsors, coaches, whatever realm you're in, it's okay. But make sure you have teachers. Models and heroes. On this path, we need something that we can strive towards. Models and heroes for me would be those that we don't have access to. In this life or in my realm that I'm living in, the model that we strive towards is the Buddha. The model that we strive towards is our master. And in any tradition, they have their own masters. So this for us is we don't have access to them. I can't just call them. I can't talk to them in person, but these are the types of people who are not currently here that we can use their lifestyle to see what's so great about it. Oh, wow, these are the characters that they're teaching me. These are the perfections, the qualities that they possess that I wish one day I had. And we use them as a model. And in Buddhism, just some education piece for us regarding the Buddha, we do not worship the Buddha. But for this context, it's just seeing that this was a human who became enlightened, which means that he purified his mind, anger, greed, and delusion. And on this path, he developed this wisdom. He also laid out a system that we can follow. Wow, there you go. Eightfold Path, Four Noble Truths. These are the qualities that they have. Wow, that is patience at a level that I don't currently have. I'm striving to be that. This is qualities like endurance, qualities like kindness and compassion, because at times for us, maybe we want to seek revenge, we want to gossip. Okay, that's fine, but let's strive for higher. Let's strive for better. And in any kind of context for you, you have access to those. You do not have to be a Buddhist. It's not only the Buddha out there, but if you are Christian or Catholic, you have a model for you. If you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, if you have no religion, we can always have someone who we can strive for and who we can aspire to be one day. So it gives us this inspiration that it is possible, and also it gives you a clear pathway that we can follow. So there you have it. These are the three things that I wanted to give you as a gentle reminder as you're going on this spiritual path. Remember, you need good friends. 2, you need good mentors and teachers. And thirdly, you can access models and heroes who are not currently here. Okay, so now with all of that cleared, why am I making this video? And the purpose really is because when I'm talking about this path of suffering, when I'm talking then about the path to healing and improving oneself, and then I provide these resources, the question that I always get asked all the time, and people always call me out and they will say, you know what, Venerable Nick, out of respect, I hear what you're saying, but you have access to those things. For someone like you, if you're in the monastery, and so lucky because you have brother monks, you have good friends, you have teachers always at your front door that you have access to. But for me, someone where I am currently, I don't even have access to the wisdom. I don't have good friends. I don't have any teachers. I don't have any models. So then how can I even get started? And for me, I want to push back and I want to challenge this a little bit. Because if you have good friends, wonderful. That is a good start. If you do not, then find some. Make an effort to get this. And if you do not have it, it is okay. And I understand that. And there are times where we may not have good friends. That's okay. Secondly, then with teachers and mentors, well, I currently don't have that. Okay, again, I get that. And there are situations where some people do not have it. And then a third one is regarding the mentor and the model. And for me is if you're watching this video, you have access to them. Right now, more than ever, with technology, you're watching a Buddhist monk talking about mental health, talking about Buddhism and well-being on a screen. We never had that before. We have podcasts now. We have books and audios. And again, I want to push back because we can always find someone that we look up to that will give us clues to where to start. I get it that you may not have a comprehensive model where this person is with you, they're hand holding you, they're keeping you accountable. Yeah, you may not have that one-on-one, but this is a start. for myself is I don't have access to my masters, my great masters. Again, we come from a lineage. Some of them have passed away. Some of them just physically, I'm not in their vicinity. And I do not have access also to, for us, again, because we're Buddhist monks, who do we strive towards is the Buddha. Unfortunately, I can't text, I can't call, I can't communicate, I can't email. I don't have access the same way you do not have access. But with that is we have resources available. We have books and we have people in all dimensions, whether it's in the spiritual dimension, whether it's in the mental health dimension, whether it's in the physical dimension, even finance dimension, but we have people who have been successful in that area. We have people who have shared their life stories. We have Mother Teresa, we have Nelson Mandela, we have presidents of states and countries. But again, I'm not here to judge who you think is a good model, but we have good models. Find them. What are you trying to accomplish? And study their path. What did they do? What are the challenges? And one key thing, again, our teaching master nun always shares with us is she says the hardest skill you can develop is the skill to teach yourself. But wherever you are, try this. And how do you teach yourself when you're accessing someone's autobiography? You're accessing someone's wisdom, someone's life story, someone's book, someone's podcast, and they're giving you all of these ingredients. But for me, I would say, come back to the question of if this person was in front of me, if this person was with me, how I'm talking, how I'm acting, I'm behaving, where I'm actually struggling and challenging or struggling with, what would this person tell me? Do they approve of these things? If not, how would they do it differently? Again, not to beat yourself up, but no, they're with you. But access this wisdom. Get quiet and get still. And this is what we mean by having time to reflect and contemplate and to get still. That way, then you use these models as a gauge. And for us, then we ask, okay, with the way that I'm living, let's just start with today. My behaviors or my actions or my habits, how would my master guide me? What would they say about this? Okay. How would the Buddha guide me? And again, wherever you are, it can be Jesus, Muhammad, any tradition, it does not matter. But use them as a self-reflection tool. Don't beat yourself up. But then if you did not meet up to the standard, one, just recognize that. Oh, today was not a good day. Today, I fell into that trap again. Today, I did not live morally. Oh, I didn't even do my best. Okay, that's fine. Acknowledge it, own that piece, and then now reflect and contemplate and see, okay, how can I have done it better? And each day come back to this, make a commitment and keep striving and keep checking yourself. So regardless of your situation, if you have access to all three of these things, good friends, good teachers, models, wonderful. If you have access to one of this, does not matter, but start there. Do the work. Don't focus on the negative, but use what you currently have now and practice it and start somewhere, and it will continue to build and it will lead you to the next level. But we can't talk about the next steps and the next level until we complete this part. So step by step and start at square one. Then the second part to why I'm sharing this is also a gentle reminder of when you have access to these things, take the theory, understand the wisdom, and then the second part is so crucial. And the second part is practice it, do it, and implement it into your life. Many people think so big. And I get it. I get it. You want your life to change, and we all do, and we want it to improve. So, no big deal. But how do we get to that point? And how do we get to that point is through taking one step, one action, one habit, one skill, one plan, and implement it and try that into your life. And then it will slowly start to build. If possible, don't get caught up in the romanticizing, um, healing, or improvement, but really is more of an integration. Take the tools that you get from your model, from your mentor, your heroes, and what they would want for you is in their teaching, use it. Use it. We took the time and we gave you this wisdom in podcast form, in chanting form, in book form, in video form, in audio form. We put this wisdom on a silver platter for you. And all we're asking you is today, take one item, apply it into your life, and keep going. But for me, I just wanted to, well, I thought it was important to do this video because wherever you are in your life, I just want to inspire you that it's not hopeless, that we do have some options available to us. And yes, some people have more options and resources, and some people may not have as many options and resources. But what I find is that even though you have options and resources, if you don't use it, you don't integrate it, it means nothing. So I would rather have someone who has little and limited resources, just a book, just a book. But from that, I have the intention of really cleaning myself up, body and mind. At this space in my life, I want to change my habits. I want to live a more wholesome life. I want to live with more meaning, and I want to train myself. Let me take one tool, let me use it, and let me apply it. To me, this is success. But again, come back to simplicity, come back to foundation, and just do one thing. But this is another long rant. There seems to be a pattern, but the intention is there. And the intention is that all of you be happy and healthy. And with that, I just hope this is helpful. But as always, sending you my blessings and my greetings all the way from Thailand. Hope you are all safe and happy and healthy. Satu.
Another great video there by Mr. Nick there. Again, those are the describing the 3 helpful relationships that you should have. And while I see if we could get the next video up, and I'll pause it, and then we'll discuss it a little bit before I get to this second video here. which I say I kind of find a little bit of a tie-in with what we learned there. So for that, let's see. Addie says, for me, Jesus gives me the peace and help me turn my struggles with my inner ear disease into a tool to help others. Yep, exactly. And a great video. Yes, yes. And again, it's all about, he says it's all about the tools. Who can help us, you know, and to get us in the right guidance. Um, he mentioned the three things. Uh, good friends. Good friends. Honestly, in today's age, for me, finding good friends is kind of hard. But lucky for me, I've found personally a couple that I have long friendships with. So we had talked about what our problems are, you know, anything that's going on with our lives. That's pretty much what it is every day. We talk, and we try to help each other out. So good friends is always good to have. And sometimes that can be a struggle as well. So if not, your teacher and mentors. And I do have a couple teachers and mentors that help me guide me at least for the education level, but um, you know, more insight. So he said teachers and mentors. And third, role models and heroes. And I kind of, when he saw me nod, I said, if anybody's looking for advice and you need role models and mentors, it's on the internet, it's on YouTube. Like he said, you are looking at a video of a Buddhist monk. If anybody that's coming in here watching me, they need positive influence from me to look at reading the stories and looking at these videos. Tim and Gemma on the mental health hour. If somebody wants to come in there, they need help. They come in there and and to seek guidance on whatever the topic may be. So resources, they can help you out as well. So he said, if not all of that, then mostly says by faith. What will faith what will faith, you know, do to you? Help you out. So and like Hattie said, um Jesus said something to her about the ear disease and makes wants to share that out to other people. So there's people around. There's people around that can help you. We just have to find the good ones. And if we can't find them here around a social circle or online, then trust someone above. Trust the person above. Someone's going to guide you to the right way. So that was a very good video. A very, very, very good video at that. So um, thought I had to bring him on again. One by request, but two, I also said, yeah, he had some good videos there. Let's see. Let me continue on with the comments. Sorry for that. Um, and then to pass that on to others. Exactly. Hattie says, good, loyal friends and great support group. I think it's key. It is very key. And good thought. I like that. Yes, exactly. And yeah. So very, very informative video by Mr. Nick there. I call him Mr. Nick. His last name is, I call him Mr. Nick. So Mr. Nick did another great, great video there. And now we're going to go to a little bit of a tie-in because we say, you know, we need guidance, someone to guide us along the way to finding something. In this next video, caution, might be a little tearjerker. Could get a little bit upset, but they're actors. But I find this a little bit of a tie-in, and you talk about good friends, good friends and good family. Um, this video right here will teach you a little bit of a tie-in of what Mr. Nick is trying to say here. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. Another Darman video, and Frank, I don't know if Frank is still in here. He loves the Darman video. So, but I find this as a little bit of a tie-in to what the story you're about to see here, what we're about to watch. So let me unmute this, and I have a little incident from the first one, and let's go ahead and get started.
Oh my God. You see
Yeah.
Hey kids, guess what? There was a pre-blackout sale at the mall. Which means I've got presents. This is for you.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Mom,
no. Tell me no. Tell me no. Oh my gosh. You got me a Gucci purse? Okay, mom's really gonna be so jealous. Thank you.
And Derek, this is yours.
You didn't have to. Oh my God. They're yours? Oh my gosh. These are perfect. They're just my size.
Bro, those are so fresh.
And this is for Erica.
I love Chanel. Thank you so much, Mom.
And last but not least, the final gift goes to, drum roll please, this one is for Derek. Here you go, honey.
Thank you, Mom. Oh my gosh. A PS5? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go set this up right now. You know what? Hey, Andrew, you wanna come play with me?
Yeah, I would love to.
I mean, I need him to help me clean up down here. So why don't you guys go put your gifts away? How about that?
Okay, Mom.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hey, don't worry, man. Let's play the game.
Hey, Mom.
What did I tell you about calling me Mom? You can call me Miss Gibson.
I'm sorry, Miss Gibson.
Oh, just spit it out.
Why didn't you get me any presents?
Like I've said a million times before, fostering you is a business for me. This is not something that I'm going to be doing long term. Buying a gift for you too means I'm losing money. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Oh, I gotta take this. Oh. Yeah, can you just finish this without me? Hi, Charlotte. Yes. How is baby girl?
Dude, I cannot wait for you to spend Thanksgiving with us. We have the best turkey, and just wait till you try the stuffing.
Oh, bro, I can't wait, man. Hey, this will be my first time ever, actually.
Dude, your shoes are dope.
Oh.
Damn, are those Dior?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, no, thanks, man. My mom just bought it for me.
Oh, I'm so jelly. I wish I had designer shoes.
I know, right? Hey, those are so cool, right?
Thanks, man.
Bruh.
Wait, what's so funny?
What would you know about clothes? You look like you shop at Walmart.
Oh, yo, wait a sec. I think he actually did get them at Walmart.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, knock it off, okay?
Hey, bro, I'll catch you later.
No.
Oh,
wait, no.
He shops at Walmart.
Andrew, are you okay?
Oh, guys, that wasn't cool, man. I mean, we were just being honest.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Honesty. Pass it on.
What was that about? Hey.
Yeah, these look great on you.
Okay, so...
Oh my gosh. Andrew.
Yeah?
You should try this on. This will look amazing on you.
Guys, I don't think that's a great idea. I mean, look, I can't afford anything in the store.
Please.
Yeah, dude, no, come on. It doesn't hurt to just try it on. Put it on.
Come on.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
All right. Okay, guys. Okay.
Be honest with you.
Yep.
Okay.
I got you.
That's my boy. Yo, that looks so cool, man.
Told you.
Yeah.
Told you. Here, let me get a picture.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Face this way. Face
Let's
this way.
go.
Turn around. Okay.
Pose for the camera.
Yeah. See this, Jackie. You need this, man. We get it. We get it.
Yes.
Guys, look, I love it, but I can't afford this. or anything in the store. Okay? Look,
Wait. You know what? If it makes you feel better, I have a gift card, right? So,
There you
we can
go.
just-
Wait.
I'm sure.
No. That gift card is for you, Derek, not Andrew.
But this jacket looks so good on him, Mom. Like, we have to get this for him.
Andrew is on a strict budget. You understand?
No, Mom, it's not a big deal. It was like $100 bucks.
Mom.
Guys, it's okay. It's cool. I mean, I didn't really want it anyway.
But dude, you just said like 5 seconds ago that you were.
I'm gonna go outside, but you guys keep shopping. If that's okay. Thanks, though. Have fun, guys.
This is his jacket.
Okay. I know what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving, and that's turkey and stuffing. You killed it, Mom.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Of course, sweeties. I love you both so much.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Getting to seconds?
Seconds are for family only. If you're still hungry, you need to wait till everyone else is finished for dessert.
Okay,
Mom,
I think
he can definitely have
Guys, actually, I'm really not that hungry anymore. I'm just gonna put my dish in the sink.
And don't forget
To do the dishes after everyone's finished. I know.
It's fine. Let him go. That's the way he'll learn.
Hey, man. Hey, look, I'm really sorry about everything. The presents, the clothes, the food.
It's not about that.
Okay. So then what is it? Hey, but you can talk to me, man.
Do you know how hard it is to see you and Erica get to be with your mom every day? To have that love and support. I wish I could experience that. Even just once.
I can't imagine how hard that is. I can't say I know what it's like.
It hurts. All I know about my mom is that she just gave me up after I was born. I've been bouncing around different homes ever since. And still, no one has even cared to taught me. You know, I just wish that I had a mom that actually loved me. The only thing I have left from her is this. There's no memories, pictures, or anything. So no, I don't care about the presents or anything. All I care about is having a family. Because family is the greatest gift of all. That's all I want. Family.
Dessert's ready.
Look, man, I don't want to ruin your Thanksgiving. Listen, go enjoy it with your family. Okay?
Hey.
Andrew, can you stop what you're doing for a sec?
I really gotta finish this. I don't want to get in trouble.
What? No, don't worry about it, please. This is really important.
Okay. All right. What's up, guys?
Well, Derek and I were talking, and we decided to get you an early Christmas present.
Wait, what? Guys, you don't have to do all that.
We wanted to. Besides, you're gonna love it. At least we hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, we got you a DNA test kit.
Wait. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, guys, thank you.
We thought it might be nice for you to learn more about yourself and your family history.
Yeah. Wow, this is so cool. So, how does it work?
You just spit in the tube and then fill it up to the line.
Cool.
Hello, Miss Gibson.
Hi.
Is Andrew ready?
I haven't had a chance to tell him yet. One sec. Why don't you come in?
Miss Thompson, what are you doing here?
Our contract with Miss Gibson ends today. We're placing you in a new home.
Wait.
Wait,
what?
what? We don't want Andrew to leave.
Yeah, no, wait. No, we love having him here. What are you guys talking about right now?
Well, it's really not your choice. Now is it?
Okay, but Mom, I mean, I thought we would at least be able to spend Christmas with him or something. This is
way too short.
ridiculous.
I'm sure Andrew will have a great Christmas elsewhere. Now say your goodbyes and hurry up so he can go grab his things and go. We don't want to waste Miss Thompson's time, okay?
Okay,
But he just got here,
no,
Mom. It's
we
been such a
don't
good time
want
with
to
him.
let him go. Okay, he's not going anywhere.
We have had this discussion many times, you guys. And don't worry. There'll be another kid here to replace Andrew. So hurry it up.
I miss you guys. I miss you too, man.
We'll make sure to stay in touch.
Right.
Take care. I feel terrible.
Yeah, same. Well, everyone was a family, and now Mom gave up on him too.
I mean, if only we could find his mom.
Yeah. Unless maybe we can. Oh, hey, the DNA results are in.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, let me see.
Okay, so it looks like he has some fourth or fifth cousins who also took the DNA test.
Okay.
What do you say we reach out to them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me scroll down. Check this out.
I was hoping.
No worries at all. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to talk to me. You too. Okay. Yeah, have a good one. Bye. Ah, another dead end. Any luck?
Nothing. Everyone I've talked to doesn't have any information on Andrew's mom. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. I guess keep looking, right?
What do we go to the hospital he was born at?
Worth a shot. Okay, so how are we gonna find this thing?
I think it's.
We cannot disclose any information to you due to confidentiality.
Please, is there anything that you can do? Anything?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks anyways.
What do we do now?
You still have that photo of Andrew?
Yeah, why?
I have an idea. Come on. Hey guys. So this is him. His name is Andrew, and he's a really amazing guy.
He was born at Summit Banks. He's 5'9", 16 years old, and
We're just hoping that TikTok can help us find his mom. Yeah, thanks guys.
you really think this could work? I mean, we only have a few hundred followers.
I don't know. But I mean, I see things like this go viral all the time, so hopefully the right person sees it.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! We're going viral!
Slow down. Listen.
Look, we're going viral. We got over 1 million views.
Seriously?
Oh my God, look at that.
And another one for Charlie.
Thanks, Mom. All right.
No way. An Oculus? This is so awesome. Thank you.
Of course, sweetheart. Peter, this is for you.
A new iPad? You're the best.
I'm so happy you love it. Oh, this is for you.
Socks. Thanks, Mom. Sorry, Mrs. Hoover.
Are you not happy with that?
No, no, no. I am. I really appreciate it.
Oh, can you get that? We're gonna go set up the Oculus.
Right. Derek, Erica, what are you two doing here? Guys, it's Christmas.
Yeah, but we wanted to bring you a gift.
Really? No, you guys don't have to do that.
Open it.
Man. Where did you guys find
Hi, Andrew.
Mom?
Yeah, it's me. Wow, you're so big and handsome.
I can't believe it. It's you.
I am so sorry for giving you up all those years ago. I was in a really hard position. Your father, he wasn't exactly a nice man. And I couldn't have you grow up in a house like that. So I had to make the hardest decision I've ever had to make. After I finally found the courage to leave him, I figured you wouldn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. But then when I saw that video, and you were wearing the pendant, I knew I had to reach out to you. I'm sorry, this is probably a lot for you right now, and if you need some time, I understand. I could come.
No. I've been waiting for this moment so long.
Oh gosh. It's Christmas, and I didn't even bring any presents.
No. Are you kidding? Mom, this is all I've ever wanted. Family is the greatest gift of all.
How come no one ever...
Alrighty, so let me go ahead and put up the last video for tonight, but I didn't mean to get y'all into a teary mode, an angry teary mode, but I just wanted to listen to what was done in the first video there. Hopefully this is paused. Okay. So if you saw, like I said, the two kids there helping out Andrew there, to find his real mom, and all that Andrew wanted was a real mother. Going back to the first video that we saw, the three main things of a good relationship: good friends, which you just saw there, and mentors and role models. And that is probably one of the examples of probably good friends and somewhat family, if you can say that. Just helping him out, finding his mother, finding his mother. All Andrew wanted was to see his family, and that is a prime example of what good friendship is. And they took their time out to help Andrew with that DNA test, going to hospitals, going to TikTok, trying to find his birth mother or his birth father, which turned out to be the mother. So very, very impressive story there. And I know that's why I gave the trigger warning at the beginning. I said, y'all gonna feel a little bit upset, a little bit sad, but there's a message to it at the end tied into that first video. So but yeah, that was a very evil stepmom that he had, foster mother, excuse me, that he had. Randy's in here. Hey Randy, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. So good to see you in here. Nancy says that was a good story. Great video. Yeah. So I know it was a little bit. I usually try to avoid those, but at the same time, it had a message. Social media does rock, and I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose because it had a message to it. So good to see you in here, Randy. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're probably either waking up or you're probably waking up, about to head to work soon. And Frank's in here while doing all of that, updating Monday Night Football, 13-0 Pittsburgh. I think the Colts are going to come back. So we'll see there. So let's go ahead to our final video for tonight, our famous quotes section. And this one is from Walter Scott. So everybody loves the quotes section here at the end. So we're going to go ahead, calm things down. Let's look at some good quotes here at the end of the story, at the end of our show here. Show here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the quotes.
Hunger and fear are excellent causes. Hope is brightest when it dawns from fears. War is the only game in which both sides lose. We are like the herb which flourisheth most when trampled upon. Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell. A sound head, an honest heart, and a humble spirit are the three best guides through time and to eternity. Those who are not afraid of death are capable of anything. It happens that a bad tree produces good fruit, and bad times give rise to more than just evil. Moments of grave danger often coincide with moments of heartfelt frankness. All men who have turned out worth anything have had the chief hand in their own education. There is no better antidote against entertaining too high an opinion of others than having an excellent one of ourselves at the very same time. A true knight is a lamb in the company of ladies and a lion during a fight. He that climbs a ladder must begin at the first round. Gold killed more souls than iron killed bodies. No word of commiseration can make a burden feel one feather's weight lighter to the slave who must carry it. Judgment is always done very quickly if the judge decides beforehand. The closer to the church, the farther from the Lord God. We sculpt our idols out of snow and cry when they melt. Crystal and hearts would lose all their merit in the world if it were not for their fragility. He is not fit to visit strange countries, who cannot rule his tongue before his own countrymen. Don't be wasteful, and you won't need much. A fool's wild speech confounds the wise. When we remember friends who are no longer alive, we feel doubly alone. Simplicity may be improved, but pride and conceit never. The spectacle of victory is even more terrible than the spectacle of battle. Without courage, there cannot be truth, and without truth, there can be no other virtue. The willow which bends to the tempest often escapes better than the oak which resists it. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Recollect that the Almighty, who gave the dog to be companion of our pleasures and our toils, hath invested him with a nature noble and incapable of deceit. Need teaches everything. Need is the mother of courage. We shall never learn to feel and respect our real calling and destiny unless we have taught ourselves to consider everything as moonshine compared with the education of the heart. Subtle politics often puts on the guise of the greatest innocence, just as sometimes real courage is hidden under the most modest appearance. Ignorance. Ignorance and superstition are the only true misfortunes. A rich man may have his quirks because he has the money to pay for them. Of all the vices, drunkenness is more incompatible with the greatness of the spirit than others. Love will subsist on wonderfully little hope, but not altogether without it. Success or failure in business is caused more by the mental attitude, even than by mental capacities. The trouble with those who write quickly is that they cannot write concisely. Praise be to the Lord God, who gave us the ability to laugh and make others laugh, and shame on a fool who despises the title of jester. Tears are the softening showers which cause the seed of heaven to spring up in the human heart. If people do not learn to help each other, then the human race will disappear from the face of the earth. Blessed be his name, who hath appointed the quiet night to follow the busy day, and the calm sleep to refresh the wearied limbs and to compose the troubled spirit. Even a king, in all the splendor of his power and glory, if he is blinded by ignorance and superstition, is less free than a sage who is chained in heavy chains and thrown into prison. Come he slow or come he fast, it is but death that comes at last. Authority comes from reason, not reason from authority. Any authority that is not recognized by reason is powerless. One or two of these scoundrel statesmen should be shot once a year, just to keep the others on their good behavior. The solidarity of people is an indestructible fortress. Look back and smile at the perils of the past. People often blame fate for what is a direct consequence of their own violent passions. The lovers of the chase say that the hare feels more agony during the pursuit of the greyhounds than when she is struggling in their fangs. The longer a person is single, the greater his desire to remain single. Whoever realizes his innocence, he reluctantly stoops to excuses. Teach your children poetry. It opens the mind, lends grace to wisdom, and makes the heroic virtues hereditary. Always keep quiet about your problems, otherwise you will lose all your friends. Trade has all the fascination of gambling without its moral guilt. Your soul is like a neglected garden belonging to a negligent owner. Weeds have grown in it and drowned out healthy sprouts. He that climbs the tall tree has one right to the fruit. He that leaps the wide gulf should prevail in his suit. Discretion is the perfection of reason and a guide to us in all the duties of life. Love rules the court, the camp, the grove, and men below, and the saints above. For love is heaven, and heaven is love. How early can what we most despise and hate approach in an outward manner to that which we most venerate? As long as ambition and lust for power rule the hearts of some men, there will be no lasting peace on earth. War, unfortunately, is the human condition. Emotional agitation makes us forget about caution, and we discover such feelings that in a calmer time we would try to hide, if not able to completely suppress them. Peace is an inestimable jewel, but it will be soon snatched from those who are not prepared with heart and hand to defend it. Teach self-denial and make its practice pleasure, and you can create for the world a destiny more sublime than ever issued from the brain of the wildest dreamer. And that which is done of good will must be accepted favorably. There are a few more melancholy sensations than those with which we regard scenes of past pleasure when altered and deserted.
All right, so those were the famous quotes by Walter Scott there. And as I will turn back full screen here. So, yeah, I only put attention to half of it. Randy threw me off with the quote he did. If y'all guys missed it. And so he says, all great words of wisdom. Another great man once said, he who sleeps with itchy butt shall awake with smelly fingers. Ever since then, I just lost it. It's Let's see, big haircut. Thank you. Yeah, I got the haircut today. I was like, it's time. I'm like, I thought it would be cold, but it's been getting warm here lately, so it has to go. It'll grow back in like a few weeks. So, powerful stuff. It is. It is. Uh, crazy. Um, sorry, but that's inappropriate. Yeah. Old Walter must have sigils. That's okay. Anyway, so so those were the quotes by Walter Scott there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So anyway, so that is the end of the show for tonight. And beforehand, let me go ahead and do some show previews for you guys. Little roundup here. Ray of Sunshine every night, Monday nights here at 7 p.m. Eastern during the holidays from November to January. Probably be doing one shows a week until after Christmas. So in case I'm up to do two, but for now, I'm live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern during the holiday season. So make sure to tune in for the next episode of Ray of Sunshine, which is December 5th. So tune in for that. If you're not subscribed to my Discord, exclamation point Discord, where you find all the stories and videos for tonight's show, and also past stories as well from season 2 and Summer of Sunshine. So make sure to follow the Discord. Excuse me. Mental Health Hour. By the way, I gotta do a stop screen. Tim and Gemma, weeknight, 6 p.m. Wednesday night, excuse me, at 6 p.m. And fresh off the presses when I got on here is the next show topic they are going to do. Let's see if I can put it on here. I might have to screen up here. Give me just a second in case it disappeared. Oh, it's still on there. Let's see if I can get it on here. Will it show? Yes, it will. So there you go. Fresh off the presses a couple hours ago. Their next show, Wednesday night, will be Holiday Depression. And I just did a story, the last story for tonight, about kind of like on this subject here. So I will send that out on the Mental Health Hour Discord in case they want to share that out Wednesday night. But very informative story of the 12 signs we think of if somebody's having a depression or what they're going through. So make sure to check out Tim and Gemma, the Wednesday night holiday depression episode of the Mental Health Hour as we get to the season of looking out for each other for the holidays there. So I won't delete myself, but I'll bring that back. All right. So that is the Mental Health Hour. Jim, who's in here as well, Catalyst Wednesday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern. Twitch Blitz Thursday nights after Thursday Night Football, which is a good one. The Bills and the Patriots Thursday night. So check that out, and then check Jim after the game. And Saturday Night Trivia at 10 p.m. Eastern. Randy's in here. Make sure to check out Randy. Very funny guy. Always on the way to work. Always try to watch him when he goes to work and see him. So check out Randy. Great guy. I think he might stream about an hour or two from now. So check him out. And anybody else that's on here, I think that's it. So of all the streamers, I think it's in here. Naomi's always on the Mental Health Hour. One of the mods there with her. So great person. And there we go with the gym and the footballs there. And it is a very, very important topic of discussion there. And no problem, Tim. So definitely a must see Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. A very, very good topic to have. So and yeah, Randy and his Campbells. I think he did the Campbell stream on his birthday, but usually he does the Campbells on working, so I try to catch the replays of that. So I do like him with the camels and the desert dogs there. Shamsuddin has his work cut out for him. Yeah, he will. He definitely will. And I'm happy with my 49ers this season. The 49ers could go far. They could go far. And you should thank my Raiders for beating the Seahawks. Now y'all got a little bit of a breathing room in the West for now. So the 49ers are looking good. Looking good. They could go far in the NFC there. Um there's the Earl emotes there. And and Randy is leaving for the Philippines this Friday. So we're finally gonna see Randy in the Philippines. We're gonna see the boat tour, and we're gonna see an adventure. So if you guys are not following Randy, what's going on? Follow him. We'll see him on his Philippine adventures for the next month and a half, I think you said. So it's going to be fun times over there in the Philippines. So make sure to follow Randy, and I will. You know what? I'm going to do this one. Um, I don't know if it will work out on here. I'm going to do it the Twitch way there. So there you go. So if you're not following him, hit that heart, give him a follow, and so you can see his adventures in the Philippines coming up starting this Friday. So Josh Jacobs, so Chloe handily beat me. Oh yeah. Jim's not a fan of my Raiders. Because I think one night, what happened? Oh, we had the Chiefs and we kept the game close, and then the second half, the Raiders just like, hey, give the game to the Chiefs, and Mahomes and Travis Kels did like 4 touchdowns or something. So yeah, I think he's not a fan of my Raiders. And then all of a sudden we turn around and like, oh, Josh Jacobs, he's gonna ball out, and yeah, I think my team's costing Jim his fantasy. I'm sorry, Jim. Safe travels, yes. Randy says going to take the white shark feeding I could in the pool. Don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Come on. Come on. Single-handedly, yeah. Jacobs did a great job Sunday. I was very happy. Pay the guy. Pay Josh Jacobs. That's what everybody's saying. Pay the man. He deserves it. I was at an LA Raiders game when they were there in LA. Yep. Sadly, it was for my time, but the LA Raiders, and now after LA, they went back to Oakland, and then now they're in Las Vegas. So they've been moving around everywhere. So anyway, so now they're in Las Vegas. Hopefully, will do successful in Las Vegas again, depending on all these head coaching changes and all of that. So really trying to stick with Josh McDaniels, but if y'all be on my Twitter and if I get upset, y'all always see me say fire Josh McDaniels, because I say he's not a good coach. So to me, he's not a good coach, but I'm trying my best. Hopefully he will turn the team around, and in the playoffs is looking very slim, but if he runs the table, then I will forgive him. The old LA Coliseum. Yes, the old LA Coliseum. I'm a loyal 49er fan. So 49ers are going to go far in the NFC. I think they're going to turn the tide around over there. Yeah, they're going to turn. Other than Minnesota now. So it seems like the 49ers or the Eagles right now. Hey Chris, how you doing? Chris caught me at the end of the thing. He was a terrible coach here in Denver. He was. And why Mark Davis hired him, I have no clue. So he should have hired Jim Harbaugh or keep Rich Bisaccia. So anyway, and Jim's not going to be a fan of the Carolina Panthers either. McCaffrey ran and passed against me in fantasy this year. He's not going to be a fan of the Carolina Panthers either. But still suffering after my Buckeyes handed the game to Michigan. Yep. So, as a Maryland fan, I'm just like, we're not going to get the division anytime soon in case we get a superstar. So, let's see if we can go to the bowl, and we're going to the bowl. So, we're going bowling. Niners and Eagles out of the NFC. Yeah, that feels like the top two favorites right now. And I put Minnesota third in case Minnesota can convince me they are a really strong team. And watch out for the Detroit Lions. I'm placing a bet on that one. Yeah, I'm still in second place. That's a good thing. Good thing. How many games back though? Have fun. I'm heading for the morning wake up shower by Ravens. Take care, Randy. Thank you for stopping by. I will catch you later on today when you start streaming. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, all right. So, caught up a little bit on football there. I just say, watch out for the Detroit Lions. They're turning good. If something happens at the end, watch out for the Lions. Watch out for the. I'm going high on the Lions right now. Right now, if the playoffs ended today in the NFC, the whole NFC East will be in the playoffs. Kind of interesting on that. AFC, I think Kansas City is running away with the AFC. They look very strong right now. So the Lions, once they fired their defensive coordinator, they're playing better. The problem they had was their defense, and I said something has to change on the defense. If it's the coordinator or something, once they fired the defensive coordinator, they've been playing well. And although the record doesn't show it, they've been playing well. So if they can get a good streak going, they might inch their way to a playoff. We'll see. At least a wild card, maybe the last wild card spot. So we'll see. Jamal Williams has been Chris's golden ticket in I guess fantasy. So Jamal Williams has been his golden ticket. Listen to that. Take that advice. Put him in your fantasy lineup. And if you're still struggling for get into the fantasy playoffs, there's your guy. And yeah, Dan Campbell is an awesome coach. That's why I said they're doing good things, but something was wrong. And I don't think it's the head coach because he has a lot of passion for that team. So Dan Campbell is an awesome coach. So hopefully they do not get rid of him. I don't think there's nothing wrong with him over there in Detroit. And Chris is also second in his fantasy. So I haven't played fantasy football in 3 or 4 years. I think the last time I played, I was in a fantasy championship and I lost. That was my second time losing at a fantasy championship. My first one, I was undefeated. And I was going to run the table. And it was a Monday night game against the 49ers and the Falcons. And I think I had a Falcons player playing a kicker. And I think he was going for a game-winning field goal. If he made the field goal, I would have won. And he missed it. And my opponent won the championship. And I became the, instead of the 1972 Dolphins, I became the 2007 New England Patriots. So Imagine my heart, like I'm gonna go undefeated in fantasy football, and I didn't get it just because of a missed field goal. So it is what it is. So anyway, let's see who we can rate real quick. Before I go, um, who is online that I can send to? Oh, my screen froze. Oh, on my second computer it froze. Oh, don't go to this person. Okay, it accidentally hit to a person. I don't want to go. Um, if anybody has a request, though, I will. I might take out to somebody here. I feel like this will be the second time I rated her, and she just started on Twitch, and she plays music, and she used to be on Periscope. So got a lot of Periscope people in here. Um, so her name is Alexis Monet, and I'll probably give her a rate again. I guess. So I think that's what I will do. So, anyways, so this will be again my only stream for this week. As I head on to working my holiday schedule this week. So I'm probably going to be a little bit of a tired person, but yep, I got her name right. Hopefully, um, I'm just going to be more of an audience viewer and doing streams on Mondays. Okay, so Jim loves Alexis, so we're gonna see Alexis here. Give her a raid here. Met her at the 2018 Midwest Perry meetup. Ooh, okay. Okay. I think I met you said her name and someone mentioned me to her on Twitch and I've seen her she started last month, I think. I saw her. She's a very good singer, so we're gonna go ahead and rate her here. Thank you, Hattie, so much for being here, and thank you, Jim, also for being here. She was in town last summer too. She's amazing and super cool. So we're gonna start the raid for her, but I thank you guys so much for being here. All the stories will be on my Discord after this. So thank you, Jim. Thank you, Hattie. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jim, for the resub and Tim for the bits. Randy, thank you for coming in here. Frank, Nancy, but Chris, thank you, Chris, for being in here as well. And anybody else that was watching, thank you so much. And to the replay viewers. So until next time, be positive, stay safe, and be kind to one another. And I will see you guys in the audience somewhere, someone streamed and back live next Monday here at 7 p.m. Eastern. So let's go say hi to Alexis, all right? Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Thanks for the raid. Oh my god, thank you so much. Let's see your raid song.